Hey everyone. I love it. Well, it's always super fun and I'm excited to be here with you and share my other favorite song that I love. Okay, so again, my name is Sarah Bonham. I'm a mom of three. I've got a 13-year-old, 8-year-old, and 5-year-old. So I feel like just kind of every aspect of life and every season of life. And Tiffany, you get that too, because I know your kids are all spread out too, which keeps you on your toes for sure. Yeah. And I'm a Navy wife. We retire, my husband retires in 2 years, and we get to start a whole new chapter here pretty soon. So, yes, we close that chapter, and that will be one of the now active incomes will be now passive income. So that'll be one of our seven streams. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're very excited to add to the list. Yeah, yeah. Well, and things change so quickly, right? So, like, even for having a 5 year gap between my first and my second, what he goes through versus what my daughter I know is going to be different. And it's just crazy, 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 crazy. And so, yeah, and then just having everything with the access at the fingertips, and I think that's why, like, for me, like, I love this song that I chose today because it relates back to, like, I always want to be an example for my kids. They have so much being thrown at them. They have so much influences being, right there at their fingertips with all this technology. And to me, like, living my life the way that this song is just such a reminder to me, not just for me, right, not just for my happiness, but like that I can be the number one influence for my kids. And I can help with all the distraction, all the things that are coming at them, and be that light for them and that positivity for them for sure. So, so it's Vacation from Dirty Heads. If you guys haven't heard it, features Train, and it's just a really fun, upbeat song. Like, if you are, I mean, I always say to Tiffany, and this is why I love her channel. Life is more fun with a soundtrack, right? And there are definitely songs that are going to uplift you and inspire and motivate you and empower you. And then there's songs that are going to maybe bring you down. And sometimes we need a down moment. It's okay. But I think music and words are so powerful. And I love this song because it talks a lot about if you're not happy with your life, like, go and change it, you know? Change takes time, no doubt. Change doesn't happen overnight. You can't say, I hate my job and then quit. You have to have a plan, you have to be smart. But if you have that process, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can enjoy the journey because you know where you're headed, right? And you can just live every day to the fullest. And that to me is just really important. And that's why I love this. Is another one. High Hopes is a good, like, my life soundtrack, but this is a very close second for sure. Yeah, absolutely. And it's again, it's not always easy. And I love what I highlighted a couple of my favorite pieces in here. It says, you say you're, and this is so relatable to like family members I have in my life, right? So you hate your job, but you'll never leave it. And I think that's your choice, right? At the end of the day, you can say, hey, and Tiffany, I love watching your journey. You know, I love cheering you on and seeing that there's nothing wrong, like you said, to like keep your full time and then start that side hustle and grow that into something amazing and enjoy that. And there's such a fulfillment that comes with creating something that you created, right? Mhm. Yeah, change it. Absolutely. And there's another line that says, my future is bright, so thankful for everything. And I think that's a big part of this whole process too. When you're going through that change, not being miserable where you are, taking a look, taking a step back and saying, hey, I love where I'm at, right? Like I love and I'm grateful, and this has allowed me to get this far, but it's okay to want more. It's okay to have new goals. It's okay. So I think there's this balance of having gratitude where you are, but then also allowing yourself to dream big. There's nothing wrong with it. I think sometimes people are like, oh, if I dream big, I'm being selfish. I want too much. Who am I to want a better life? And no, there's nothing wrong with that as long as you don't beat yourself up in the current place that you're at now, right? Like you're doing things here. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, and I think life is balance, right? Like it's learning how to, when one cup is not getting filled, what can I take from to make sure that that's full, and which cups need to be full versus other ones. Okay, it's okay if this one's not full all the time. That's okay. You know, if my laundry is not exactly put away at all times and cleaned, like it's okay. Like I've given myself grace in certain parts of my life, and that's allowed me to have contentness where I'm at and be able to fill other cups that need to be full more than my laundry. Like it's cool. Yeah, me too. Yes. Yeah, as long as, and sometimes I have to like do a quick speed cycle just to like get the wrinkles out because I've been sitting in there for so long. Yeah, so yeah, if anyone can relate, yes, throw a new dryer sheet in there just to get rid of some of that static, you know. But I think that's, you know, and it's okay to do that. Like being happy doesn't mean being perfect. And so, yep, it's not about being perfect. It's about being the best that you can be and creating the life that you want. And I also think it's not comparing what you think is the perfect life, right? Like your perfect life might be different than my life that I want to create. And I think that is so important when you're building your journey to make sure that whatever life you're creating, whatever dream you're chasing, whatever goals you have comes back to what you want and what you want your life to look like. So, yeah. 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 And I think there's such a like, there's this, and I don't know if you ever see this on social media, but I feel like there's a lot of, we watch other people's lives, and because we don't want what they want, or they don't want what we want, sometimes we can feel like, am I doing the best thing? Am I living that life that I want to live? Am I living that, like, creating that, like, vacation lifestyle where I feel like I'm on vacation every day because I'm living my life? And I love what he says, enjoy the ride along the way. I make a living out of living, right? Like, oh, I love those lyrics. Yeah, I Yeah, I mean, you guys know me. I mean, for any of you guys who follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at Sarah L. Bonham, Bonham, because it's all positivity. It's all just encouraging. And again, and I always hope that whatever I'm sharing, whatever I'm posting, it's not about create a life that looks like mine. I want to inspire you to create the life that you want, but along the way, I'm creating mine. And I want to cheer as many people on as I can. I also love too, because nothing's just accidental, right? Nothing just happens. And I love that in the song he says too, work hard, it pays off. I'm happy now, it's paying me. Right? Like, it's full circle. So it's not just this rainbow woo woo, like, love life, just drop everything and just live life. Like, no, it's very intentional. Like, it's work hard, create boundaries, have balance, but make a living out of living. Like, I love that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm, yeah. Absolutely. And I think when you look at people, I mean, social media is supposed to be the highlights. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't want to see a whole feed of people sad and sorrow and, like, right, like, life is already hard, and I get it. Like, you can be open and honest. I'm not saying don't be open and honest, but social media kind of it's supposed to be the highlights of your life. And so when you start to compare yourself, and I talk about this to my team all the time, I'm like, don't you dare compare your journey with someone else, because you have no idea on the back end what that person is doing. You have no idea how many hours they're putting in, how much work they're doing, how much follow up they're doing. And so you cannot compare yourself to what you see and just the success, because you don't see all of the dips and the nights crying at night because you're like, I don't know if I can keep doing this anymore. And people look at my life and they're like, oh, I have family members. It's not fair. Your life is so easy. And I was like, I have snot nose tears, like moments where I thought my marriage was ruined, moments where, I just felt like I couldn't give any more, moments where I'm like, do I quit? Do I stop? Um, so yeah, I don't always post, me crying in my closet, but absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. That winning. Yeah. Yeah. No, I got goosebumps. Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, and before you get to the destination, there's always the journey of getting to, even on a vacation, right? Like even flying, like when we, it's not always super fun. And like the kids aren't always like loving the travel aspect of it. And it can be long and there can be layovers and there can be, really nasty food on the plane. And there can, I mean, there's all these things that can cause like your tablet could die. God forbid your tablet die on a plane. My gosh, right? Cry, oh, for like 7 hours. Yeah, crying babies for 7, and bless those mama hearts. My heart just goes out to them. So yeah, we don't typically post other people's babies crying for 7 hours on a plane. Typically don't post our kids having meltdowns on an airplane because their tablet died, and we still have 4 more hours to go. Like, right? Like, and so I think it's super important. I think, I love that so many people talk about this more and more openly on social media because we are always going to continue seeing the highlights. It's what it's for, right? But not to compare our lives to those highlights. That's just unfair. Those expectations are not real, and that's again why I love this song, because it comes back to, you know, living your life every day. And he says it too. I don't think I highlighted those lyrics, but he says, daily, daily, do the hard work daily, but also love your life. And I think you can have both. You can work hard and you can love every minute of your life. You may not love every aspect of the hard work, right? Like there's some things that I don't love doing, and in all the things that I have going. But when I my overlook on life, I love every single day, and every day really is truly a gift. And I do my best. I'm not perfect, but I do my best to remember that. And I do my best to every single day live it the best that I can. We can't choose what people do to us. We can't choose what people say about us. We can't choose how people look at us or react to us, or maybe they're having a bad day and they put it on us, but we can definitely choose how we handle that circumstance or that situation. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I think you nailed it. We all have the power to change. We just have to be willing to do it. So, mm, 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 mhm. Yeah. 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 It totally. I mean, one of the gals who has been inspiration for me, I mean, she was an ex-model, but lost everything, literally living in her car, grew a business while she was like, that's all she had was her car. So I'm saying like homeless, but yes. I mean, like, yeah, I was homeless, right? Like she was homeless, and she grew a business with a phone and out of the backseat of her car, basically. And now she is this amazing inspiration to so many people. multiple streams of income, living life, getting paid to live life, right? Like this song has, is so much about her too. And just embracing every single moment and not being ashamed either of where you came from and where you started. I think that's actually a good thing. I think it's a reminder to keep going. People ask me all the time, like, how are you stay so motivated? I'm like, because I know where I came from and I don't want to go back. Wow. I know. It's always so much fun to talk to you. I always feel like I could talk to you forever. And my biggest thing is download the song, listen to it, see how it feels. If you do listen to it, drop a comment underneath the podcast. Let us know. Let me know. Send me a message. I'd love to know how this song made you feel and if it inspired you.